So in my role as marketing director, obviously sustainable procurement is a big thing for us. So simple things like where we are creating flyers or our yearly calendars, we look for recycled products in the facilitation of making those things. With my sales director hat on, obviously we're looking more operationally, and if customers are moving freight down to Italy, for example, and time, it's something isn't particularly time sensitive, then we can look to offer intermodal solutions, which would be more cost effective, more sustainable.
So, in terms of sustainability from Espace's perspective, looking at the sustainability focus group, it's a group of people that come together, have a discussion with regards to how do we improve our sustainability as an organization, actively talking about what it is that we're doing and what we can do. I think little things like waste management, we encourage people to recycle, reuse, don't use single-use plastics. And it's something that I think we all talk about within the organisation.
So we've converted our company car fleet into fully EV. We've started to monitor and measure various things, including our own carbon footprint. We do practical things in terms of asking ourselves, is this journey necessary, or can we meet this person via other means? Down to car sharing. So lots of practical measures, really. So it is important to Espace, and it's becoming even more important as we strive for the next level up in our EcoVadis assessment.
So over the past year, we've been doing loads of different things to become more sustainable, part of which I've been involved in myself. We've been trying to measure our carbon footprint a lot better. I've been measuring bins, trying to measure the amount of waste we produce, the amount of recycling we produce, averaging that out over a year. I've played with Google Maps to get the average commuting distances and all the petrol cars and figure out that. So just to figure out the actual carbon footprint of Espace, which sort of be our scope sort of 2 and scope 3 emissions. So it's a massive, massive project for us to properly track our carbon footprint. We're making good headway in it, especially.
There is stuff that we can do to help or encourage our customers, because it's not our freight we're moving. We need to be able to talk to our customers about what they can do together with relevant carriers to try and save. So little things like, when you are looking at moving a piece or a container from point A to point B, look at the shortest route possible. Don't transship something halfway around the world when there is a shorter route, because ultimately that is going to save the environment. The other thing that we can also do is talk to our customers about participating with the carriers in their green initiatives. Things like additional ocean freight to do some carbon offsetting, and looking at your airlines and your carriers who are green and sustainable and that are actively working towards that. It really is what we are, probably from an air and ocean perspective, is the best that we can really do.
We're in a competitive world for freight, and our exporters and importers are trying to buy at the right price as well. They are being offered lower carbon emissions by the shipping lines. It's started to happen over the last few years, and I've seen more and more about it every day, really.
When we're moving sort of sea and air freight, also air freight, we can offer again combined freight solutions. And in those two cases, obviously the shipping lines and the airlines are looking at using biofuels and more sustainable options, and we will always pass those on when we're quoting our customers.
Predominantly, we very much try to be digital, work off our screens rather than printing off paper. It's a very last resort to print off, and if we do, we use that again, scrap paper, so it gets a second life. So